beneficent, the most merciful, the truthful, and the most just. May Allah's salam alaikum. I thank Allah for allowing us to meet with you once again for congregational prayer service. It is the truth is becoming clearer and clearer, which means the final decision is becoming nearer and nearer. And I have repeatedly warned everybody to keep up prayer and to keep your duty. I want to say that if you are not knowledgeable of the meaning of words, you have access to the same dictionaries that I have access to. You should have looked them up. Then maybe some of you wouldn't have confronted me with statements that didn't make no sense. You know, I've had people come up to me and tell me what they've been giving me. What did you give me that I didn't give right back to you? What? You act like you've been giving me money? Have you looked around at who's in debt for you? Y'all some crazy folks. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to do. But don't you fool yourself. You ain't gave me nothing. What you gave to me, I used for you. So don't be patting yourself on the back like you've been doing something for me. I don't even have a house, man. My car, 23 years old. You driving new cars. Only time them buses go somewhere is when you need to go somewhere. I'm gonna keep my word. I'm gonna get you up. And but just remember something. You all these people, just like the man last night. If he had let me conduct my meeting like I normally conduct it, he wouldn't have made such a fool of himself. Now he went out of here maybe thinking that he did something, but if he go back and listen to that, he will realize that he made himself look very, very immature. Go and listen to the new Bauer video and see if both of them the same mind did the same thing. I told you it ain't about your color. It don't make no difference how many people. It don't make no difference how many people come to me trying to argue. I already know I'm dealing with the same mind. And you lost before you even got in here. As Allah told me, he said, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. I know that from my experience over the past 40 years of arguing with people. You ain't coming up to me with something that I ain't heard before. You can't even come up with nothing new. Yet everything I give you is new to you. I'm not worried about you doing anything to me nor to anybody who followed me. You got to get past me to get to them. And even though I look small, it may be insignificant to you, but it's peace with me. Just like, I let you hear it. You could even go and listen when he's talking. It'd even break your peace just to even the way he is talking. When I start talking, you notice peace come back. Why you think I'm doing that? I'm not doing that to try to show off. These people be asking for signs. What? I'm giving you signs. And you ain't got sense enough to see it. Too busy being bigoted. I'm not a bigot. If I told a man I'm gonna listen, I'll listen. Just because somebody say something that you don't agree with, that don't mean, how you know if you agree or not if you didn't listen? If he had allowed me to do what is prophesied, because if it had been me, I wouldn't have never tried to take over his, I wouldn't even tried to take over his meeting. I would just said, now look, I'm going to listen to you. And if I say something that you don't agree with, after I finish saying what I got to say about it on that particular point, it's just like if you say 2 times 5 is 15. And then you saying 2 times 15. Well, wait a minute. You through with 2 times 5 being 15. I need to stop you there. Because you done moved on to 2 times 15, which means you building on what you just said. I don't purposely let people go wrong. I assume that people are innocent until they show me that they're guilty of not wanting the truth. If a man's standing up talking to me, if I'm in a back and forth with him, I'm assuming he believes what he's saying. Otherwise, he wouldn't be saying it. If what he is saying or been taught, because I know he had to been told this stuff by somebody, because I came here and I didn't know nothing. I was taught. And some things that I was taught, I found out it was wrong. And I was glad when I found out, because I wanted to be right. Okay. Then I assume that people want to be right. So when I hear you say something that's wrong, I stop you. As the Holy Quran says, it says, the day when the spirit and the angels stand in ranks, here the book says he maketh his angels spirits. The sentences in these books is standing in ranks. And I'm the spirit of truth standing up here with them. It says the day when the spirit and the angels stand in ranks. Just like when I was in the Marine Corps, we would be in ranks. And those in charge of us would be out there in front of us giving orders and telling which one to do what. That's what I do with the scriptures. Then it says, none shall speak except he whom the beneficent permits. beneficent. Characterized by or performing acts of kindness or charity, producing benefit, beneficial, charitable, generous. What have I been to any of y'all? What do you see me doing for people? And what have you always known me to do for people? When some of y'all didn't know me, and before you got with me, you called me day or night complaining about something, and what did I do? I tried to help you. I don't stop people just to stop them and overtalk them. I stop people when they say something that don't make no sense. And I try to stop them to make sure that they understand that, hey, wait a minute, you haven't proved that yet. You haven't gave me a basis on which you saying that. Now, why did you say that? You remember when the brother called me a devil? I stopped him and said, wait a minute, what are you basing that? I mean, what's wrong with wanting just truth to be told? Then they try to do what I do and they don't know how to do it. Because I'll still be talking about what I'm talking about and they stop me before I finish talking about it. You can't do what I do. Can't no child do what a grown person can do. I don't care how much you think you can. When I was a child, I used to pretend that I was being grown and all that kind of thing, but I knew I was pretending. My reward for obeying the word of God is with me. You should have trusted me. That's all I can say. You should have trusted me. You didn't trust me? Well, okay. I'm through begging, through pleading. I'm through doing anything but telling you the truth. So, you know, and you heard that man last night. Just one confused statement after another. You think I enjoyed watching him do that? But some of you all was secretly thinking that I was mistreating him by stopping him when he said something wrong. You don't let him finish this. I know what I was doing. I've been teaching y'all for the past 40 years. I understand what the messenger said. He even agreed that the pure language is math. Well, okay. In math, the minute you say something that ain't true, the teacher stops you and say, wait a minute. If you go any further with that, your whole answer gonna be wrong because you done messed up here. Well, most people don't even understand what the purpose of what you're doing when you're teaching. Teaching is like building. You hear a lot of these brothers from them. Let me see what they call themselves. Not so much as the Hebrews, but the nations of gods and men, the God of gods and what? Gods and earths. they use language like a overstand, and they use language like I'm building. Well, everybody knows that a good architect, a good builder, especially if you're building a tall structure, if you're building something that you want to stand, you first got to start off with a level foundation. And then when you get, you'll hear people say, well, I'm on the level with you. That means I'm being truthful with you. You got to start off on the level. And then as you put up that first wall, you got to put a level on it and make sure it's straight up and down. Here, these people don't want you to put no level on nothing they doing. They just want to keep on throwing something up. Old crooked house. I'm not here to build up a crooked mind inside of you. You already got that. I'm here to straighten out that which was crooked. He has sounded out a trumpet that shall never sound retreat. And he is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Every time I ask you a question, I'm finding out what's in your heart. I don't ask questions I don't know the answer to. I know what your answer is supposed to be. And when you lie, I know what's in your heart. It's like them hypocrites in Jesus' day and time when they said, tell us by what authority you do these things. Say, okay, I'll tell you. But first tell me this. The authority of John, was it of God or of men? Now they got to talk it over. Then lied and said, we can't tell. And Jesus told them, well, then neither tell I you by what authority I'm doing these things. It wasn't that they couldn't tell. They lied. They wouldn't tell. It's just like the man told me that he condemned me for saying the Bible proves itself. He didn't come in and defend it. So I'm not gonna answer that, because he didn't come in and defend it. If you go into any court and you make a charge, they have your written charge and they ask, well, where's the litigant? Where's the plaintiff? And you look out there and the plaintiff ain't there. The judge will ask the lawyer for the defendant, well, counsel, what do you want to do? Said, Judge, I'd like you to dismiss it. The judge say, case dismissed. And that's it. No. Obviously, you didn't trust your own accusation. You didn't trust your own complaint. Why should I defend? I'm glad he didn't come in here. Anyway, as I told Brother Jamar, I said, that's a pretty deep question there. What did I tell you? I say, he got a point there. I said, tell him to come in here. If Allah gave me things to say, I assume Allah gonna give me something to say when you come in here. So I ain't worried about that. I trust in Allah. I'm called faithful and true, the faithful and true witness. That's me. You see? It's just like, man, I don't know if somebody sitting up out there in them woods gonna blow my heart out or whatever, or shoot me in the head. But I tell me, I ain't worrying about what you out there think you gonna do to me. I trust what Allah said. He said, no weapon formed against you gonna prosper. If I'm who I say I am. And he already told me, don't worry about it. That's where I was with my daddy. My daddy said, don't worry about it. You come on. That was it. That was it for me. So I figured my daddy could handle whatever. You know, that's that's what daddies do. They make their family feel safe. Jesus called Allah Father. He said, Daddy. I feel safe. I ain't worrying about nobody harming me. I ain't worried about nothing. Because he already said, whatever you need, it'll be added to you. You seek first my kingdom and my righteousness. And all these other things that the Gentiles seeking after, I'm going to that to you. And you just be righteous. Yeah. You can't. I've had people, we showed them in our school and they tried to give the government credit for it. The government didn't do that. We did that. We ain't get no grant. No, when you show them throughout, then there's no government grants and begging. We are government. Who gives it to the white man? We got some here that think that we ain't got nothing and ain't doing nothing. Because they think what the white man done did is theirs. But that's go on. You keep thinking that. He gonna show you. When he put you somewhere and say you committed suicide, he'll show you. Just keep on trusting him. He gonna show you. In a little while. You better be glad I'm here with you. Otherwise, he'd have been done showed you. You don't know where you at, man. You in Mississippi. You talk about a lion's den. When Daniel was in there, them lions was sitting there like they was little house cats. When Daniel left there and they put them other fellas in there, they found out that they're lions. So I remember Governor Barber, when he came down, he was the only one of them out. They was running. Governor Barber came and met with me. He was brought by the ex-trooper, and he introduced Haley Barber to me, and he asked me for my support. And I told him, I said, well, you actually the only one that came and asked me for any support. I say, the only thing I ask Mr. Barber is that you get in there, you do justice by my people. He said, okay. Before he left that office, he pardoned a lot of my people. And I told him they better leave him alone about it too. You ain't heard no more about them getting on Haley Barber about nothing. Better leave him alone. Because anytime someone is kind to me and anybody bother them, it's the same as they bothered me. And Allah is swift in his retribution. So, they ain't even thought about the fact that all this stuff with that Cheetah's website happened after they call themselves lifting up Bill Cosby, stripping him and making him naked in front of the world. Out of all them powerful people, we didn't have to ask Dr. Cosby but one time would he come and let me interview him. He didn't know nothing about me. He didn't know nothing about our little broadcast. And what did he say? He said what? He said, yes, I will. And he told me that he had about an hour Huh? And he stayed on there almost 2 hours. He had less than an hour. And when we started talking, he stayed almost the whole time. And I will always appreciate him for that. And ain't nothing they can say to me. I mean, I know where I'm at. I'm in Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm in a time where people are like the people of Noah, that the imagination of their hearts is constantly evil continually. They insult you and don't even think it's an insult, because that's just how they talk to people. And you want to single out a man who is a wealthy, very wealthy man that lowered his wing to us poor people, and you want to single him out for ridicule, when the very people that's accusing him done admitted that they've been doing cocaine and doing some of everything. Even that woman, Miss Ruley, come in here. I don't know what she called herself doing. That man ain't did none of that woman. She said he didn't rape her. But they still plastering these people's pictures up there, accusing that man. And that man ain't been tried. He ain't been charged. Ain't even been charged. Except by CNN and Fox. And even Fox seemed to be done left it alone. I don't know. Maybe they still got their dog in hunt, but I would advise all of you to get your dogs out that hunt. Because Allah can do to you what you call yourself doing to him. You sure you want to go down that road? You see what happened when I put shields around President Obama? If I'm crazy, then why he's still doing fine and everybody that attacked him, now they fighting each other? Donald Trump jumping on the Republicans now, telling them that they ain't worth 2 dead flies. I mean, he got some points that he done made that's really true. He's in so many words saying, look, man, you ain't about nothing. I'm going to tell you something. Anytime a man can buy your loyalty, anytime a man can, in other words, buy your manhood, he may pay you off, but he don't respect you as no man. So ain't no sense you jumping up in Donald Trump's face and saying nothing to him. He tell you, I don't care what you say. Why? And if you keep on talking, I'm going to tell the people what you really been doing. And he got some stuff on him. Don't you think he ain't got some stuff on him? First rule in dealing with the devil. They done forgot that the worst enemy of the snake is one of his own kind, the king snake. He'll eat you up, boy. God made that snake. So, you know, they let them keep on. And already had one puppet come out there and show how out of touch with reality is, talking about some Star Wars stuff about EMP pulse machines. Well, I've been looking at, he done seen too many episodes of Ocean's 11. So, I mean, man, these people come up. You know, Hollywood can make you see Romulans. But anyway, You know, they lie and say things, and they just tell you anything because they know your memory is long as about long as John was in the army. Oh me, they came up on CNN. Don't worry, we're gonna have Brian in a minute. Saying that NASA, for the first time, has found a planet similar to Earth, about 600 light years, or was it 600 million? Anyway, this is a long way off. And and you go online and they got all these things that NASA done found, like Earth, you know. But anyway, I said, boy, these people don't know. They tell so many lies that, you know, it's just like I try to keep people from doing that. You know, I don't assume a person is lying to me when they talking to me. I assume if they come in here to have a discussion with me that they at least believe that they have the truth. And so when they say something that's not true or that's out of pocket, I don't let them keep going. I just stop them and say, wait a minute. What you just said, that don't make no sense. Then this gives them a chance to show me how they arrived at that. For me to tell you what you said don't make no sense is not an insult. It's me telling you that I don't understand how you came to that conclusion. But they don't want nobody to stop them and question. I mean, you see what happened when I didn't stop him and question him on nothing he was saying. So you should have let me do my class my way. I could have protected you from looking like that. So go on, keep doing it your way. That's why the world look at you and nobody care nothing about you. Nobody else gonna come and help y'all because they can't stand your insults. And the white man ain't gonna do it. He the one put you in this condition. He have no intentions of helping you get out. And that's in the book. You will take up this parable to me. Physician, heal yourself. If you're the best nation ever raised for men, well, Allah said, well, I'm going to respite you until the day when they are raised. Well, he ain't going to help you out. We're going to stop the rise of a black Messiah. That's what he said. And you who think you stopping me, you stopping yourself. You ain't stopping me. Or haven't you noticed I done already risen? I'm trying to pull you up. Brother, we in class. So you can't stop what's done already happened. The messenger told you that that teaching that he was teaching was going to raise up the spirit of truth. That's done happened. You trying to lock the barn after the horse done got out. Anyway, we gonna go on and build our nation. And I'm trying to use you to do so. But I'm going to use whoever's available. I should say whoever makes themselves available for my use. You know, some of y'all would rather let the devil keep using you. Well, go ahead. Let him use you. He used your parents. They were satisfied to just be on his payroll. They didn't want to be on their own. They wanted to be up under him. So, some of you all have as good as told me that. I tried my best to raise you to a level that you want to be equal to with him, not under him. Put you in a position where you can make yourself his equal if you will work. Allah will bless you if you will work. And stop looking back at the devil. Allah gave you a chance to get up and work for yourself. Go to work for yourself. As he said, the messenger said, you don't have to sit around here and ask the question, what must be done? He said, we have God with us. We have him as our guide. When he, the spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you. He said, let's get up and go do something. It's kind of discouraging to flip people the key to businesses and stuff and see them in there sitting down and letting everything fall down around them. Keep flipping them keys for what? So, but you ain't stopping me. You're going to stop yourself. Because I already put the word out there. I'm looking for people who want to see themselves do better. I'm not looking for lazy people who wants to be a beggar. I remember looking at this movie, Wyatt Earp, actually Tombstone, and the Wyatt had retired, him and his brothers, and the man, when he found out he was Wyatt Earp, the mayor came to him and told him, "Can I talk to you?" He said, "Nope, not interested." He knew what he was going to ask him to be the sheriff. And I should say the town marshal. And he said, well, I'm a businessman now. And in so many words. And he said, well, I never met a rich man that was happy. He said, yeah, how did Wyatt put it? He said, well, I'm already unhappy. I might as well be rich too. Or something like that. And the man got on out his face. I know what it's like to be poor. Now it's time for me to find out what it's like to be rich. Just, I done experienced poverty. And now I'm going to guide myself to wealth. I've offered to take you with me, but you don't seem to want to go. So, you go ahead and you go on and report to your devil and let him keep working you. And those of you who really ready to do something, you get on behind me. And soon you will see what it's like to be rich. And but you will see what it's like to be rich and righteous. Then you'll understand Job when he said, I came naked into this world, and naked shall I return thither. Said, but the Lord gave, and the Lord took it away, and blessed be the name of the Lord. I didn't holler when he was given to me. Then why should I holler if he decided to take it away? It was his. So, so that this, uh, I was looking at all of the wealth that black people control that passed through our hands. That's what I mean. And how little you have to show for it. And the little bit that I've had, I got plenty to show for it. I can pick up a phone and tell you, go here and tell the man I sent you, go and get this, go and get that. They don't even ask you who you are. They call me. And if I say it's okay, you got it. That's because people know my word means something. Yeah. And if I introduce you to somebody, they treat you with the same respect that they treat me with. I was thinking about Abbas Rasul and all of them that the messenger hooked up with a lot of these people. And as Abbas Rasul was being uh, hooked up with all these people, and he saw people sitting there lying to the messenger. And he knew they was lying and didn't say a word. So what can you say? You know, I don't do my friends like. Had been me, I'd have told the messenger. I said, well, you sit there and lie to the messenger like that, brother. The apostle, he ain't telling you the truth. That's what I would have did. You see. But you know, that's how they thanked him for the good he did for them. So that's kind of where you live in. So I want you to remember, Allah is watching everybody. And, you know, that's how I know things. That's Allah give me insights into things. He'll draw my attention to things. So that's sometimes I say something, sometimes I don't say nothing. But he does make me see. And then it's up to me. If I want to say something, I say something about it. And if I don't, I don't. Because I don't think I'm dealing with perfect people. I'm dealing with imperfect people. So when I see the imperfections in people, I don't all the time say something. You see, because I already knew it was there anyway. So if you pay attention while I'm teaching you, then you are becoming a better person. What makes us better, it says, if you want to be a better person, you have to have better thoughts. It is the thought that makes the person. The person don't make the thought. The thoughts make the person. When you act on them, it's not enough to just hear it. You got to act on it before the true understanding of that dawns on you. You notice we say things dawn on us. When things dawn, when you think about the dawn, you think about darkness was there first. Well, if something dawned on you, then that means you was in the dark until the dawn happened. And we are constantly coming from darkness to dawn. You see? Yeah. That's a constant thing, steadily happening. We come from darkness to dawn. So that's what I want you to remember. Don't, sometimes I'm embarrassed, not for my so much as, it's like the messenger said when he called on people that he done taught. He hate to see them do something that shows that they ain't really paid attention to what he taught them. It's embarrassing. No teacher likes to be embarrassed when they put their students out there and find out the student ain't paid attention. Huh? But don't never mock the man of God, because God can show you what that feels like. He said he'd pay them back their mockery. See how nice the weather is out there? Is it going to always be like that? Just because your life going smooth, it don't have to always be like that. Then you will remember how you acted. When I see them boisterous winds and stuff kicking up out there, I get scared. And I'll be thinking, I said, did I do anything? I said, and I said, no, I'm good. And I said, well, I'll make this get on out of here. And he make it get on out of here. But what about when you know you got something coming? Okay. All right. So keep up prayer so you won't never be thinking you got something coming. Keep up prayer, okay? And keep your duty. And Allah is most merciful. Let's stand and have prayer. Attention. Get up, man. Get up. Wake up. Stand on up there with your brothers. Get at your brother and help him stand up. Okay. Attention. Original salute. Ready front. Prayer position. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. And I bear witness that I know of none who deserves to be served or worshipped beside thee. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all holy praise is due and be to thee, O Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful Master of the Day of Requital. Thee do we serve and thee do we beseech for help. O Allah, please continue to guide us and keep us on the right path and way. the straight path and way of thee and those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not the crooked paths and ways of Satan and those upon whom thy wrath is or will be brought down, nor the foolish paths and ways of those who go astray or who are led astray, even after they've heard and been given the true understanding of thy holy word and teachings. Truly, I have again turned myself to thee, O Allah, striving to be totally upright, to thee who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not of the polytheists. Truly, my prayers, my sacrifices, my life, and my death are all for thee, O Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate hast thou, and this am I commanded, and I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King. I know of no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy servant. I have been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults and weaknesses. So please grant me and my true followers and family continuous protection against all of our faults and weaknesses. For none grants protection against faults and weaknesses but thee. And guide us to and instill within us the best of moral character and thoughts. For none can guide us to and instill within us the best of moral character and thoughts but thee. And turn us away from and remove from us the evil and indecent moral character and thoughts. For none can turn us away from and remove from us the evil and indecent moral character and thoughts but thee. And O Allah, we beseech thee for thy help and ask thy protection. And we believe in thee and we trust in thee. And we seek thy help to laud thee in the best manner, and to never be ungrateful unto thee, and to cast off and to forsake him or her who is disobedient unto thee, and to remove from ourselves all things that are displeasing unto thee and beside thee. And O Allah, please keep us in our right minds at all times, and let us not be or turn hypocrites or cowards, and remove from us the evil state of mind and thoughts of devils, and place within us the righteous state of mind and thoughts that are in accord with thy uprightness and righteousness and truth. And O Allah, let no man, woman, or child, or jinn deceive me and cause me to lose my reward, nor my regard with thee. Ameen.
Amen.
Attent. Hut. Original salute. Ready front. You may be seated. So I want you to remember to keep up prayer. Okay? All right. You know, try to hold the seat that you have. Because as I told many, they didn't believe me. But if you leave, somebody will take that seat. Just like when leaves fall off of a tree, new ones take their place. I told you to try to be something other than a leaf. You don't remember me saying that, do you?
Yes.
No, well, okay. All right. So, you know, leaves was designed to do that. That's why we call them leaves. They help fertilize the tree. After helping to turn light into energy, then they are temporary things. And they leave and they fall down and become fertilizer around the tree, as well as they blow off and fertilize something else. But you know, it's up to you to choose what part of the tree you are. So, you know, I'm the chance to, he can will, he have free will to choose what he want to be. Yeah. Okay. So, any questions? Well, if there are no questions, then may Allah bless us all, keep us safe, and in our right minds. May Allah's Salam Alaikum.